Right, thanks for clicking on the thumbnail. Someone has clicked on the thumbnail.
That's me, we're back in.
Yeah, we are. We're back. We're back. Bit of a catch-up episode, really.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because we haven't posted much lately.
No.
So it's going to be over to you in a minute to say what you've been doing, really. Because, you know, I don't do nothing if you don't.
No, that's it. No.
So what you been up to then?
It's the leg, really. The leg's only really got better now. I mean, I can walk on it without a crutch. But I'm walking like Warwick Davis. I walk like that.
But for those that are watching for the first time, where have you been for the last 5 years? But you broke your femur, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Snapped it on a tin of baked beans coming back from the shop. Tripped over the wall down the side of my path and landed on the tin of baked beans. It snapped like a...
Did you just fracture it, or did you actually...
No, I snapped it clean in half. It's got 3 pins, pin in my hip, pin down my leg and a pin in my knee. And they said, oh, you'll be back at work in a month. Yes, if you work in an office.
What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing, Mark.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, so no, we're back to... I'm sort of back to normal now. So I can walk on it and stuff. I don't need the crutch, which is good. So we are getting there.
So you're all up and running?
Yeah.
Hence, I've come in today and the workshop's looking a lot tidy, isn't it? Because
obviously I've had days where I haven't had work. It's not that I can't work, I just haven't had work. So I've just come up here and, you know...
Painted the floor?
Painted the floor, and the paint for the floor was crap. So I won't be using that again, but hopefully that'll last another year or so.
Do you know what? One day I'm going to come up here and you're going to go, I've done this. It was bloody brilliant. The paint was great. The thing I used was great. Everything's great in the world.
I painted the floor and it's marked already. It's just rubbish. It's just dreadful. You know, it's just dreadful. The other stuff
is it because it's warm in here? Because it is.
It is boiling. And I've got the milling machine up here as well, which I've had at home for probably 4 years. Yeah. So I've actually brought that up here, and it's up. It's not set up yet. Just sort of, you know, and the vice on it is too big. I need a 2-inch or a 2-inch or a 3-inch vice on it. But that's
right.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've done a little bit of prep on the CB500.
Yeah, I've done
because that's what we're really standing here now. Is to say we've got the CB500 to crack on with, right? And then we're going to move on to the
MK, the kit car, the Lotus 7 low-cost kit car thing. You know, it's the old MK chassis.
Oh, is it?
When it was up north, it's not anything like the one that's down here now, which hopefully we'll be going to see soon, won't we? We'll be going to
we could go and pick their brains, couldn't we?
Yeah. I mean, we need a couple of bits for it as well.
See if anybody can give us a bit of a pointer.
Yeah, so that's going to have a motorbike engine in it. It'd probably be my brother's one that he left me when he passed away, and that's got a Honda Blackbird engine in it. So, because my one's got a Kawasaki ZX12R engine, that don't mean nothing to me. No. Now, if it was a camera, it's got a Lumix blah 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 in it, you'd be like, oh look, Should we crack on?
What's a Blackbird engine?
It's a Honda Blackbird. It's like a touring bike, but it's really fast.
Oh, a motorbike engine.
Yeah.
Is that going to be right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and my one's got a Kawasaki ZX12R engine to go in it, which I've had for about 4 years, if not longer.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll start moving on and talking a bit about what you've done with the bike then. Yeah. But stay tuned.
Yeah.
Don't go off and start watching somebody singing badly into a mic in their living room and all that nonsense, because our number two...
What's that got to do with the price of fish?
Don't worry about it. Because our number 2 cameraman that steps in every now and again, Matt, he went and treated himself because it's his 30th birthday this year.
Yeah.
Can you remember when you were 30?
Yeah, I can very well.
You still think you're 30.
Yeah.
And he went off and he did a little bit of a racing day.
At,
yes,
give
that's
you
a bit of a clue. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely cracking day. Keep watching though.
Yeah.
That'll be at the end.
Yeah.
We'll put that on at the end. I've done a little bit of a kind of a compilation of the day. Montage is a better way.
Yeah.
Montage.
Yeah, I like the radical he went round it. Yeah. Anyway, let's crack on.
Right, now, I'm not an expert.
Yeah.
This is the bike frame, isn't it?
Yeah, we've already put that bit on, that bit of stainless steel in the battery box that I made, didn't I? We've already
that was a long time ago, wasn't it? Blimey.
It's been powder coated and Ian had a little bit of wind up.
Mind you jumping in, you did quite a good job of that, you know, cutting that bit in there. That looks quite good, that, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, it does.
It don't look like the sort of thing you've done, but there you go.
Hey! But the powder coating, I'm not very pleased with that. I won't ever be using them again.
Well, it's all right, it looks all right.
No, it's not. There's a lot in it. You can pick in it and you think, it's not quite right.
Looks all right.
But news coming, I might be making my own oven, powder coating oven. So I'm going to do my own sandblasting and powder coating. So when we do the kit cars properly, sort of thing.
On pizzas as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's that. So that's not very good. We've got the triple trees as well. They're back, obviously. They've got them black.
So
blah blah blah.
So what? Look! I don't know what I'm talking about. Are they powder coated or are they painted?
So that goes. They're powder coated. So it's going to go through there like that.
Someone's going to say same thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Painting, powder coating, same thing.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spray gun or
And then we've got the engine, which we've had a little bit of a dilemma on, because there's a hole in it. When someone's done a bolt up inside the engine.
So is that going to cause a problem?
No, we've got to get it TIG welded.
Oh.
But Uncle Steve knows someone who can TIG weld it for us. So we've got to get that TIG
what would
welded.
happen then if we didn't do anything about it?
Oil would piss out of it. It was leaking anyway, to be fair, because what they'd done, they'd put car body filler in it. And the car body filler just started to come out, and then of course, you know, when it was sandblasted and that. But the sandblast.
But we can TIG weld it over and still use it. I mean, it's obviously been cleaned up, hasn't it, since last time?
No, it's just been sandblasted.
Oh,
but I've got to clean it up. I've got to soak it. I'm going to soak it and clean it. And there's a little bit of repairing to do there because they're prone for it to break there. So I'm going to clean that back, and I've figured out a way of repairing that. But
well, it looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's about it, really.
So the plan is then get that TIG welded.
Yeah.
And then
Steve will put it back together.
The bike Google will come round one night. Yeah. Do you reckon you do it in a night?
No.
What, 2 nights? 3 nights?
I don't know.
4 nights?
Don't know.
5 nights?
I don't know.
Over a period of time.
I've got no idea. You could do it in a night. You could probably do it in a night, actually.
Right.
Because we've got the. I'll just step out of view of the camera. Bear with. Because we've got the box.
Bear with?
Yeah. Got the box of bits we had sent off to the zinc man, didn't we?
Oh, blimey, they've come back right.
That actually doesn't belong in there. I'll just put that in there.
They come back right.
Yeah. So we've got all that all done.
Huh.
Oh, someone knocked them over the other night and they went all over the place. Yeah. I wonder who that was.
They were me. Right, so get the engine built.
Yeah.
Whack that in.
Yeah.
Whack the things on all the bodywork fairing. Now you've had a bit of a surge forward.
Yeah,
haven't you?
because no, not really a surge.
A surge forward.
Well, because I was having a lot of trouble with orange peel when I was painting, and I thought, right, I'm going to suss this. I'm going to have a go. So I've got a couple of old panels, and I just painted them with primer last night, and I've painted them today. Should I go and get them now?
Go and get them.
Yeah.
You're going out of shot again, aren't you?
Doesn't matter. And I literally only put one coat on, but I
could have been prepared.
Found I'd got a really good gun.
Could have been ready, couldn't he?
So I used that.
Here he comes.
Kept him out of the way.
Here he comes. Here comes Limpsalot. No, his legs are all right.
It's Linford to you, actually.
Or Linford Christie.
Yeah.
Linford.
I mean, it's got bits in it. It's got a load of bits in it because I literally done it on this table just to see if I could get really good gloss out of it and do it without any orange peel. I haven't got any orange peel. It's only one coat, so it's come up lovely. So I think I've sussed that now.
I think it looks a crap. And again, did that happen?
What do you mean?
Well, you have had problems with orange peeling.
Yeah, it was the pressure in the gun. Basically, I think I'd got too much pressure, so I knocked it down to 2. I'd obviously done a little bit of homework. Knocked it down to 2 bar, and it came out lovely. And the primer gun as well had got a bigger nozzle on it, so the primer gun had got a 1.6 on it, and I knocked the pressure down on that, and even that went on nice. So it's got to be, it had to be to do with the pressure.
I thought you put the pressure up, but you said you put the pressure down.
I put the pressure down because I think the primer gun was on 4 bar for some reason before, and then I think it was the primer that's caused the problem with
the old orange peels. Yeah.
So it's not really there, is it? I mean, considering I just flashed over it,
yeah.
So I'm happy with that. So now I know where I'm going with that. So
you can get that finished.
Yeah.
And the design that we're going to do on it, the colourings and stuff.
The colourings are basically the Harlow Motorsport colourings. Those colourings on that door up there. Mark will do a close up of that door in a minute. So there'll be that colour. I'm doing it now. There'll be like the white and the light blue, dark blue and red. Very similar to that sort of layout.
And the wheels have been done, haven't they?
Yeah,
Did I see the wheels have been done?
Silver as well. Yeah.
Wheels have been done. Yeah. So it'll be hopefully once we've got the engine built.
We need some tyres, Ian, for the wheels.
And then we'll build all in one episode. We'll just do it all in one.
Yeah.
So it won't be a question of like 12 weeks. watching like a nut being put in, we'll literally go from this to you riding off in the sunset.
No, I won't be able to get my leg over, will I? I ain't got my leg over for ages. Right, now you want to show us this book, don't you? This Palmer Sport book.
Yes, so Matt.
Yes.
Our cameraman too when we need him.
Yes.
He went off to this place. Look, Bedford Autodrome. I tell you what, you're going to be gobsmacked at what he drove.
No, because I know what I got there.
Yeah, he had a whale of a time. If you think about doing it, do it. Just book it online. I'll put all the links to the website so you can book it if you want to go on it underneath in the description. But no, it was a really, really good day, and I did a bit of filming it, did a bit of a montage-y type thing. So I'll let you watch it now. We'll catch up with you at the end. Right, so just want to say, actually, before we finish, big thank you to the people that organised the thing at the Bedford Autodrome. I can't remember what the day was called now, but he did so much driving. Bloody well organised. Yeah. Breakfast when you get there. Really nice meal, lunchtime, all cakes and teas. Every time you go to a different part, like a different track, there's a building in there which has got all the times up, teas, coffees, water. They take you around, they look after you. You're taken around in the coach to each single bit of the track. Absolutely brilliant. Well worth the money. And a big thank you to the people that organised it all. And also, I know I'm waffling on here, but I want to say a big thank you to the other 5 guys that were in his group.
Yeah.
Because right from the off at breakfast, everyone was having a chat, who you, where you're from, what you do and all that. And it was a great laugh. They really had a good laugh and a good giggle. And I think that all helps the day, really, when you get 6 blokes all having a bit. There's a little bit of the old rivalry, you know, what times have you done on all the clocks? But really, really good. No, it was really good. So thank you very much for making it a great day for him. It was really good.
Yeah, nice, good. Right, thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up and a comment. Any comment, really. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Just a comment would be lovely. Oh, and share. Thank you.
Like
Smoke, yeah, but...
off the shovel,
Yeah.
but that's got a red dot on that.
Hello, what's the red thing? What's the red thing?